The child in the mirror. Have you ever stared at a mirror so long that you thought your reflection might move on its own? What if one night it actually did? Sophie was 12 when her parents moved into a new house. It was bigger than their old apartment, with creaky floors, narrow hallways, and a huge antique mirror in her bedroom. The mirror stretched from the floor almost to the ceiling, framed in dark carved wood, its glass slightly warped with age. Her mother told her it had been left by the previous owners, but Sophie didn't like it. She said the glass felt too deep, as though it wasn't just reflecting her room, but something behind it. At first, it was little things. She'd brush her hair before bed and swear her reflection blinked a second too late. Or when she tilted her head, the reflection tilted the other way. She tried to tell her parents, but they laughed. "It's just your imagination, honey." Old mirrors play tricks on the eyes. Sophie stopped arguing, but she couldn't stop watching. One night, as she got ready for bed, she noticed something chilling. Her reflection wasn't alone. In the corner of the mirror, behind her reflection's shoulder, stood a child. A little boy, pale, hair hanging over his eyes, silent. Sophie spun around. Her room was empty. When she looked back at the mirror, the boy was gone. The next night, she left the light on. But at midnight, the bulb flickered and went out. The room plunged into darkness. She froze, staring at the mirror in the faint moonlight. Her reflection sat up in bed. But she hadn't moved. Her heart thundered. She watched as the reflection slowly stood, stepping closer to the glass. And there, behind it again, was the boy. This time he whispered, "Come play with me." Sophie screamed. Her parents rushed in, but the mirror showed only her reflection, trembling in bed. They told her no more ghost stories, or the mirror would be taken away. But Sophie didn't want it taken away. Not anymore. She wanted answers. The following day, she searched the house. In the attic, she found a box of old photos. Her hands shook as she flipped through them, and then she froze. One picture showed a little boy standing in her room in front of the same mirror. The back of the photo was labeled Ethan, 1972. She asked her mother who Ethan was. Her mother grew pale. "That family's son. He drowned in the bathtub. In your room." That night, Sophie didn't sleep. She sat in front of the mirror, waiting. At 3 a.m., the glass rippled. The boy appeared again, his voice clearer now. "Come play, Sophie. It's lonely here." Her reflection smiled, but she hadn't. Her reflection reached out, pressing its palm against the glass. The surface of the mirror rippled like water. The boy whispered, "Just step through." The next morning, her parents found her room empty. The mirror was fogged, as though someone had breathed against it. On the glass, in tiny handprints, were smudges, child-sized smudges. Her parents called the police, but Sophie was never found. To this day, children who live in that house report the same thing, a pale boy in the mirror. And if you look long enough, sometimes your reflection smiles when you don't. And if you hear a child's voice whisper, "Come play with me," don't answer. Because once the mirror lets you in, it doesn't let you out.